I did a little vintage toy hunting at Yogi's Toy Show in Noblesville, Indiana. On top of going pretty deep on some very cool vintage action figure lines, I picked up what just might be my favorite toy show find ever, and didn't even know what I was buying at the time. That's a definite maybe.
Froggy flips.
All right. Thank you. All right.
Thank you.
Red chicken.
Thank you.
Hey, Rand.
I've got the dragon over here.
I got Billy Rose and David Barker.
Let's go, sir. Thank you. Yep. Robin. The loose red red. Froggy.
Yep, how's it going, man?
Good,
Anthony.
good. John.
John, nice to meet you, man.
Hey, watch your shows all the time.
Appreciate it.
Love it. My wife is going to be mad, but is it okay I get a picture with
Yeah,
her?
sure.
Thanks, man.
Awesome, man. Nice to meet you. Thank you.
You too.
Froggy?
Yeah. Hi, Anthony. How you doing?
Hello.
How's it going?
Hello.
Hi. Good morning.
We see you all the time.
Oh, yeah. Toy Drive, right? Play down there.
Did you found something already?
No, it was a long line to get through.
Oh, yeah, I know. Oh, my goodness.
I just walked in. Should have done the early bird.
Yeah.
Good luck to you. Thanks.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Too. Excuse me.
It must be Anthony.
Yeah.
Yeah. Luke's buddy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mike or Michael?
Mike, yes, sir. Nice to
Awesome,
meet you.
man. Nice to meet you.
Got some turtles over there too.
Cool.
That's why he looks so good.
Oh, okay.
Only released in China.
Gotcha.
That's the original now. He's yellow. The grade I thought was high for being a little yellow.
Right.
But I'm not sure. And then he's got one little chip piece on his face shield on that side.
Gotcha. How much you asking on that one?
That's 200 on that
200? Okay. I don't collect a lot of G.I. Joe, but I love that figure for some reason.
Cobra Commander's the best.
Yeah.
Seeing the twins paired up together.
That's kind of cool too, for sure.
And just you don't see a lot of great Joes.
Right.
They stopped creating these figures in
Oh, yeah.
Star Wars years ago. So
That's pretty neat.
when I run across this, I just got my jaw hit the floor.
It's pretty cool. I'm gonna think about those.
Yeah,
Thanks,
yep.
man.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Not yet. I mean, there's cool stuff. I just haven't popped on anything yet. Those are nice cards for Supernaturals.
Yeah, I think I forgot one at home, but like I've got him, all his weapons complete, but I can never find a good figure. His arm is always broke. I don't know if it's a defect. I can never find a good one loose.
That's cool. I love the packaging on
Yeah, it
Supernaturals.
is. Yeah, I got that one, and then I've got the
Okay.
snake guy, the skull.
I might be interested in those.
Yeah, and I'd look you a deal if you want.
Cool, man.
So,
And what do you got on those guys right there?
and I've got a little some room on him, but
Okay.
it's 420. He's 275.
Okay.
He's the most desirable one.
It's pretty cool. All right, I'm making a pile on my head.
Yeah. Definitely the coins are the, if I say the coins are the hardest thing,
Yeah.
weapons are the second hardest, or the capes, but yeah. There's like the line right there on the back.
So it's not too big to collect.
No, as a matter of fact, I've got 4 out of the 5.
Oh, really?
6. Was it 6 or 5 or 6? I can't remember, but I got 4 of them.
Okay. Hey, what's up, man?
How's it going, bro?
Good. How you been?
I can get Scarlett to draw out a name.
I hate the cards messed up.
It always happens with Mo too, man. It's a drag.
Nothing like it too, Paul.
It was a mail away mad ball.
Really? All right, that's a definite maybe.
Or they can collect it and you bring it. They can spread it. It's got
The old rat fink.
Oh, rat fink
gumball-
rings. That's
gumball
cool.
Machine prize.
I'm gonna get the Mad Balls.
I'm gonna give you a gift.
James William.
I was looking at that down there. That's
Last
awesome.
year you bought the
Yes.
new Dracula car, so
That's
you
awesome,
get the
man.
figure to do it.
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate that.
I love that. I love that.
Right on, buddy.
You need a bag?
Nope, I got one. Cool. And what town are you actually in?
Scottsburg.
Scottsburg. Okay, I'll get it right this time.
No worries, man.
All right, man, good luck to you.
Likewise.
So here's what I'd be interested in, I think.
Okay.
All the supernaturals, including if you have any other ghosts or anything.
Yeah, give me just a minute. I'll dig
Sure, man.
Vampire and see-through.
Right on. And possibly those two guys too.
Okay.
Is that guy part of it right there too?
Yeah, he's
Is he?
And when I said that, I kept looking at him. And he has his sword and,
Oh, okay.
and coin too.
Okay.
I just ran out of room.
Right on.
He doesn't have a weapon. He's
Okay.
missing his gun, but his coin's still there.
Gotcha. All right, yeah. Add these two to it.
Okay.
Probably be easier to find that complete later on than it would be to
Right.
just find a weapon, I think. Yeah. Let's see what that comes out to.
So I'm at, so all of it totaled 17, 15.
Okay.
Do like 15?
15, sure. That'll work, man. Thank you. Good to see
I
you.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks so much. Good luck to you.
Yep. Probably we'll be, next place we'll be in your area. We'll be up there for that yard sale in January.
Oh, okay.
at the
I'll be there for
fairgrounds.
sure.
A lot of probably clean out stuff, but you know, never know.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's always worth it to go to that, I think. Awesome, man. See you then.
30 a piece on these.
Oh, that's all. I didn't even see those.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me
He
look at
did
those.
4 for 100 for me.
Okay. Where are those at in here?
30 pop.
I didn't even see these.
He's knockoff. I don't know. It's not Remco.
It's kind of neat, though.
$10 each.
How much for crush it?
$1.
Yeah, let's just do that.
Okay. Thanks, sir.
Thank you very much.
You have a great day. You want a bag or box for that?
Oh, I'm sure I can stuff it down here somewhere. Thanks, man.
Thanks, Anthony. Nice meeting you, sir. Have a good one.
All right, man. You too. Can I look at that Dr. Dreadful thing right there?
At the fairgrounds, there's people that have a lot of them.
All right, everybody do 3 kids numbers. 4. Children, get your red ticket out, please.
How much? 10. Sure. I'll take that. Okay, man. Thank you. So we made it back to the showroom. I did a little vintage toy hunting at Yogi's Toy Show in Noblesville, Indiana. Happens twice a year, always a good time. There's always some vendors that bring some pretty gnarly goodies. On top of going pretty deep on some cool vintage action figure lines, I picked up what just might be my favorite toy show find ever, and didn't even know what I was buying at the time. So real quick, let me explain while I give you a closer look at some of this stuff. So we'll start here with the 1983 G.I. Joe Cobra Commander, graded an 80 by AFA. Now, I think 80s G.I. Joes are awesome, but it's not really something I personally collect. I'm currently sorting between 400 and 500 figures for some spring toy shows. It's just not something I normally display. However, the Cobra Commander is probably my favorite figure. I'm always tempted to keep one. I figured I would just grab this encapsulated version and pop it in the display case. Maybe one day I'll come across a Mickey Mouse version, put it next to it, but for now, that's why I grabbed this guy. The nice people at the Toy Horde booth always seem to bring the coolest stuff in pretty amazing condition. I picked up 4 of these Remco Pirates of the Galaxies figures, Galaxseas. Remco was probably one of the coolest toy brands of all time. Of course, I love their Universal Monsters figures, but lately I've been wanting to dive into some of their 5.5-inch Motu KO type lines, things like Warlord and Warrior Beast, and I especially like these awesome pirate figures. These are pretty challenging to find complete and in good condition. These are pretty much straight off the card with all their accessories and their coins, which you just don't see very often. And to find 4 of the line of 6 in one place, that's a very good start. As far as the 4 I picked up, we have Cutlass, followed by Tattoo, the amazing red skeleton Crossbones, and probably the biggest heavy hitter from the line, we have Ribs. Kind of hard to show a definite value on this sort of thing just because they don't pop up in this condition very often, but there are examples of Ribs here selling this past year for close to $500, and that's not even complete. So a really, really cool line, and I'm glad to put such a big dent in it. Also from the Toy Horde, I picked up a handful of carded Tonka Supernaturals. This is another line I've wanted to tackle for a while. Now, Supernaturals aren't that rare, they're not that hard to find. You find parts and pieces to them all the time. What's special about this group is the absolutely fantastic carded condition on the 4 main figures here. If you look at these Ghostlings, which were also part of the deal, this is what Supernaturals cards normally look like. Pretty dented, pretty creased, dented bubbles, soft corners with nice little folds in them. them. The backs usually have some pretty nasty creases, some fading in the artwork. The J-hook has some plastic that's normally pretty yellowed. This is what average carded Supernaturals normally look like from my experience. Probably has to do with the shape of the card and the different size bubbles. Just no real good way to store them for longevity. But if you look at these 4 main figures, that is not the case here at all. These cards are straight, they're shiny, the bubbles are clear, there's no dents. You can barely even tell there's plastic on the J-hook. The backs are nice and vibrant with no significant creasing. These look like they could be on store shelves right now. So that's basically why I felt like this was the time to take the leap on this line. The downside about this is the fact that there's still 2 figures remaining in this main 6-figure line. So it may be pretty tricky to find the remaining 2 in this type of condition, but I'm always up for a challenge. Lastly, that brings us to what might be one of my favorite toy show finds yet, and the crazy part is I almost talked myself out of buying it because I didn't know what it was. John, who owns a store called Dirt Boys Vintage Collectibles in Scottsburg, Indiana, he always seems to come across some pretty wacky stuff, and his prices are super reasonable. When I saw him at the last Yogi's Toy Show, I picked up a vehicle from a toy line called Little Dracula. This time around, he had this gift waiting for me. It's an action figure from that same line. This is Igor the Mad Scientist. Such a fun little line that I had never heard of until that show, so very cool little gift. Thank you very much for that. But laying on his table, this guy really caught my attention. Thought it was just some cheap little Madballs knockoff, but it was marked at $100, which kind of caught me off guard a little bit. Now, obviously, I love all things Madballs, so of course something like this would jump right out at me. He said it was some sort of mail away. What I failed to take into account is the sticker on the back that says "Bonkers bonks you out." Bonkers was my favorite candy when I was a kid. When I talk to people around my age, it seems like half of them remember Bonkers, half of them don't. They were kind of like these little Starburst type chewy candies with a weird filling in the middle. And in true 80s fashion, they made awesome commercials.
My son thought Bonkers was gum. He knows it's candy now. Chewy, fruity candy with this extra fruity inside.
Turns out this guy here is a Madballs knockoff called an Ugly Ball, and it was a mail-away promotion from Bonkers Candy. You would save up your proofs of purchase, send a couple bucks in, a few weeks later this guy would show up in your mailbox. It definitely checks off a bunch of nostalgia boxes for me, and I would have been devastated if I would have left it behind, found out what it was later, because I don't know if I'll ever see another one. When these show up on the market, they seem to sell for anywhere between $150 and $600. Yes, there have been cases of this right here selling for $600. Now granted, a lot of those were in better condition. As you can see, there's some paint wear on this, but man, I just think it's amazing. So glad I talked myself into buying it. And if you're ever near Scottsburg, Indiana, make sure to check out Dirt Boys Vintage Collectibles. I certainly hope to make it there myself soon.
Ugly Balls from Bonkers.
You'll love them.
That is all I got for you this time. As always, I want to thank you so much for watching the video, but until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, love ya, bye.